Hey you guys, it's me Mandy and welcome to Tuesday tutorial. Super excited. This is actually going to be a little quick video for you guys because there's actually not, we don't have to do a ton to Andrea's hair because she's super beautiful and her hair is already so pretty, but she's just a little bit ready for a change because guess what? Fall time is coming and she's just feeling like let's kind of get rid of the summer tones and bring in the fall tones. So she has requested that what we do is we darken up her base and we bring it down a little bit and we tone up her ends and give her a pop of color and kind of bring in some rich, beautiful, dimensional tones. She's naturally a level 4 and so we don't want to create any reverse lines of demarcations at all to go like down to a 2 level, but we're going to stick with about a 3 level, probably 3 NW, some warm tones in there. And then we're actually going to kind of pick up some of these pieces, and this is going to call like the road map pattern, and we're going to just kind of pick up some of these pieces and we're going to hair paint her. We're going to hair paint her with Magic Lightener. So we're going to get right to the color formulation. You guys can come with me to the color bar, and isn't she so pretty? She's so pretty. Let's get going though, you guys. It's going to be a fun tutorial for you. Alright, back here at the color bar, we are going to be mixing up Redken color gels. These are my favorite to use when I am taking anyone darker, anyone more rich. Color Gels is actually a line that seems to be more warmer. So Andrea's request is I want to go a little bit more rich, a little bit more darker. So I'm going to take her to a 3 NW, which is neutral warm, and this is the Mocha Java color, and I'm going to be using an ounce of 3 NW. And this is what's going to create her hair to be a little bit more richer and more darker, is the 3 level. Now she's naturally a level 4, so we're going to kind of stick with that natural color because we really don't want this to fade out. As much as she wants to go darker, I think the 3 level will do just the trick for her. And we're just focusing on complete NW colors. This is 4 NW. And we're going to do an ounce of that, equal part. You always want to make sure you're working with the same developer with the specific color line. So we're going to be doing equal parts of that. And then I always make sure I add in my Rejuvenate oil to the base colors. Not only is this going to stimulate her hair follicle as it's sitting on her hair, but it's going to give her so much shine and moisturizing and nutrition in her hair as it's sitting on her hair. So I'm just sticking with 2 colors on this formula. Sometimes less is more when you're trying to go a little darker and richer, and this is such a pretty line to use when you're wanting exactly that. So let's go ahead and get ready to put this all over her hair. We're going to bring it down and we're going to create this to be a little bit more of a fall color for her. Alright, round 2 at the color bar. We are now going to be mixing up her lightener. We're using Magic Lightener and we're only going to be using 1 scoop. Alright, now what I'm going to be doing is I like to take my little measuring cup like this that it comes with the lightener, and I'm going to go in here and I'm going to pour this in, and I want to do 2 of these for 1 scoop. I'm going to do 2 to 1 with my consistency, because this is actually a cream lightener and this is a perfect consistency that I have found that works the very best for my lightener. So I'm going to do 2 to 1, 2 parts of developer, 1 part of lightener. Alright, and I'm always going to be using Olaplex. I'm going to be just doing 1/16 ounce, just a little smidgen just to protect any parts of the hair I can. And I like to use my cute little whisk. So I'm done mixing up the lightener. This is the consistency we have. It's not runny enough, but it's runny enough. You know what I mean? And I'm using my Framar brushes. I will not do hair without my Framar brushes, you guys. They're the best brushes ever. So make sure you look in the description for a discount code. Oh, so let's get going. All right, you guys, so we are here on top of the hair. What I have been doing to every single client is I no longer take a straight part when I'm taking and sectioning out hair. I always am zigzagging just because it makes the hair look more natural when it falls down. So as Andrea wants, she's really wanting to darken her base and bring it down. But what I'm doing is I am going through here and I am using my color gels 3NW, 4NW, and I am just really taking my hands like this, and I'm going to do the windshield wiper method just like this to kind of blend out. And I am just overlapping on top of her caramel tones, and there's some pieces that I feel like, okay, I'm gonna just leave that out because at the end of the day, I'm still gonna tone those little ends. So this section here, I'm gonna just keep blending out and blurring as much as I can to make it a very seamless transition. I'll even take my weave comb and I'll go back and forth until I feel like, okay, there is no lines that can happen whatsoever. And so I kind of let this piece out and let that do its own thing. And now on the top section, this is definitely the most important section because you're going in here and this is where everyone looks at the hair the most, at the very top. So same thing, a zigzag part, and I'm going to be brightening up those ends. I have 10 volume magic lightener, so it's just barely any to kind of just blast open the hair cuticle. So when I tone her hair is going to be very saturated in the toner and it's going to last a lot longer. So a lot of people are like, oh, you didn't really have to go in and add any lightener to the ends. They were already lightened, but the reason why I'm doing that is so the toner will stick into the hair. When you do Shades EQ toner, it's semi-permanent, and so it doesn't stay as long. And so that's why going through here and adding in just on those ends, and we're gonna transition them very, very good with our fingers on top of this color. And when you start seeing that pink color, that is meaning the lightener is going on top of the 3N and 4N, which seems ideally kind of scary, but it's like the best thing ever when that happens because it makes it so pretty. So going in here and just using your fingers, really working your way up and blurring out for a seamless line. All right, so we have Andrea in the processing station where she is processing for 15 minutes. We're pretty much finished up with that. We are now going to mix up her toner, and this part's really fun. I always love toning people's hair because it literally changes your life. If you have not toned people's hair, get on that train because seriously, it's the best. So we're gonna go ahead and tone her with Shades EQ. We have 3 different colors that we're gonna be using today. And I have Redken, I have the Redken Shades EQ Crystal Clear solution, and then I have the processing solution. And I have the Rejuvenate oil, of course, and I always add my Olaplex into all my toners. And also, I wanted to show it with you guys. Look how cute this little thing. It's just a genie, you know, it's a genie in a bottle. And I'm gonna be just being fun with this because we picked this up and we think it was so cute here at the salon. So we're gonna just add this with we're gonna use our toner with this. So let's do it, okay? So the colors I'm using is 06GI, 06NB, and 8GI, creating a 7-level toner. And we're doing all warm tones. So we're gonna go in here and do 6NB. Remember you guys, Redken Shades EQ is demi-permanent, and this is one thing I want to teach you. I learned this in New York City at the Redken Exchange. If you have Redken Shades EQ on someone's hair for 10 minutes, that's 10 washes. Someone's hair for 20 minutes, 20 washes. The longer it stays on, the better because it lasts longer. Now we have 06GI, and then we have 0GI. I'm going to be using 1.5 ounces of this because I want this to be more of a 7-level result. So I have 3.5 ounces of color. Now what I'm going to be doing, just because it's fun, there's no really rhyme or reason why I'm doing it, but I'm going to take my genie in a bottle, I'm going to put it on the measuring scale, okay, and we're going to go ahead and pour in our processing solution. Look how fun this is. It's just fun. Pour it on in. How fun was that? We're going to now take a little bit of crystal clear, and I love adding my crystal clear in to give it the shine and to dilute it just a teeny tiny bit. Perfect. We're going to add our Rejuvenate oil in there, 3 drops of that, and that's just going to give her tons of shine. And then I'm going to give her a little bit of an Olaplex treatment. So I'm going to go in here and add in 1/8 ounce of Olaplex, just to give her hair a little bit of a treatment. Normally the color's already oxidized into your shampoo bowl. So if you guys can kind of see that color, it's pretty dang warm and it's about a 7 level. So now let's go wash her, shampoo her out, give her an Olaplex treatment, and give her a beautiful toning treatment. So let's get going on that. So we are here at the shampoo bowl, you guys, and we have had Andrea process for 15 minutes. Everything looks really, really good. All it takes sometimes is that lightener is just a little blast, so it kind of just takes out any undertones that have been under processed. So that's why I wanted to go in here and add a lightener to the ends, just to kind of shift up her 8 level to a 9, and then we can now go in and tone her, and it will just take in such a beautiful tone. So what I like to do is I like to always make sure, and it always sucks with my clients, they're like, ow, this kind of hurts, because I have to give them a freezer burn on their head. But I like to use really cold water, so that way when I wash her base color doesn't seep in to these blonde colors that I added in. So once we rinsed her out, you guys, I just want to show you guys before we tone. Look how beautiful this color is. We were at a level 8 here. We're probably at a level 10, honestly. And we only use 10 volume. And what I mean by blasting open a level 8 to get to a level 9, to then going and toning, this is going to be a little bit more porous, and then that way it's going to literally let that toner soak right in and stay and have that longevity the toner needs in the hair. So I just want you guys to see how beautiful these tones are. We have a lot of different dimensions because we left out some of her caramely tones that we're toning down, and now let's get ready to tone her hair. results are in. We have Andrea here, who is literally the prettiest. So with the ends, you guys, what we had done is we pre-lightened her ends to kind of get rid of some of that brassy tone, and then what we had done is toned her, that beautiful toner I told you guys about. So this toner will last. It's just so subtle. She wanted more of like a lived-in color. She wanted to bring in the dark and add the light, and so that's exactly what we did. And it's so seamless, so beautiful, added in those beachy waves. We always love that. So we had a really great day today. Adding in Redken color gels is literally my very favorite base. Doing Magic Lightener is also my very favorite. I'm going to be linking down discount codes for you guys in the description so you guys can go ahead and order anything that I used today. She was saying it looks so much healthier, and that's what actually happens is when you take your hair darker, that richy tone just makes it look so much healthy. And this is what I want to tell you guys. So no matter what, my clients that always go through a hair chemical process, I always make sure they go home with Olaplex number 3. So this is going to make sure her hair stays very healthy through the process. At-home care is very important, so there's this for you. And then you guys, because she's traveling to Italy and she's gonna be going, look how cute. I'm gonna give her a cute little keychain wet brush, because when you're in a rut in the airport, just brush out, you know? It's fine, so there's that for you. And you guys, if you love the video, thumbs it up. If you feel like you learned something from me, even if it's one thing, that makes me so happy. And you guys, we're so close to 100,000 subscribers, so make sure you do that. Subscribe. I love you all, and I will see you on my next video. Okay, bye.